What's up, family? Should get a new supporter Mary Badazz to the Mary lead. Today is Moon Monday in my city, Chicago. I got 7:31. Today is like I said, Moon Monday, March the 14th, 2022. You know, I was on my little nature walk yesterday, doing my investigative reporting, pertaining to me, myself, and I. My story, my reality. I went to this senior building that they built on 94th and Stony Island, and I found the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper off to the side, just laying in the snow for me to find. Because people know what I'm going to do before I leave my room and stuff most times. Because, I have to figure out things that I didn't know or no one told me growing up. So this video is going out to Chicago Sun-Times newspaper. My foster mother, Betty Jean Redmond, rest in power, peace, and prosperity. She said that I was in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper at the age of 6 in 1973. And I could have asked her for the article. But some things I'd be wanting people to do for me. I do a lot of stuff for people, and I be wanting people to do something for me. So if anybody have that article, you can send it to me. 6210 South Kimbark Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60637, apartment 308. You understand? I believe my, foster mother, Betty Jean Redmond. And the reason why I believe her is because they put a lot of stuff that they want to sell in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper, if they want to railroad a person or whatever the case may be. And I felt as though, I was up for sale. Somebody sold me out. But like I said, I was on my nature walk yesterday. And, I seen a Chicago Sun-Times newspaper that they did on Thursday, March 10th, the same month and date, March 10th, that Harriet Tubman's supposed to have, died on. Now, what I found disturbing is that, she's not on the cover of it. She's not an honorable mention. She's not a footnote. She's just not thought of. And, I thought that was kind of weird. Because everybody plays a role, if that's what you want to call it, in life. And you never know who's going to inspire you, and you never know who's going to be the motivation for you to be whoever you are, or whatever you become, or whatever gets you up in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? Or whoever gets you through life. And I've always looked up to, Harriet Tubman, regardless of how her family may or may not feel about me. Now, on page 54, though, you got the Wisconsin Badgers, and this says Davis over Cockburn by Wesker. Badgers guard just a tad more deserving than Eli Big Man. ILLINI. Now, My name is Mary Lee Davis. I'm your ghetto news reporter and originated rap music since the age of 8, 1975. Does that mean anything? No, because if it did, I wouldn't be in this trap building, doing this. But nothing happens in this world by mistake. On Harriet Tubman's tune, it's Harriet Tubman Davis. Now, I always found that a little disturbing because allegedly her second husband was named Nelson Davis, and my so-called family, oldest sister, name is Linda Nelson, and of course my name is Mary Lee Davis, but my mother's name was supposed to be Mary Lee Wright. I couldn't understand how I didn't end up with my mother last name, which would have been Wright or Nelson. How did I end up with Davis? Now, if America is truly a plantation and, we got separated or whatever the case, you understand what I'm saying? I've never been a slave. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not going for that. Books, movies are corrupt. Suicide is way up because I know Alex Haley Roots came out in 1977 and I became the originator of rap music in 1975. Now, in Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, and that I believe to this day stands for Atheist Anonymous, but at the time I just wasn't, mentally equipped to handle all this, I guess, and think about the opposite, because I'm a nice person, so I don't think ill thoughts on people. I don't try to bring people down. But in AA, they kept saying the fight is fixed. They kept saying stuff like people wish you well and hope you fail, And up at the Rogers Park AA meeting, there's a picture of Harriet Tubman not too far from the AA meeting on Greenleaf and Clark. Now, I didn't know across the street from the AA meeting, that I called my home group and that I did a lot of service work, that my birthday is etched in stone, 5/25. People prepare the way for the next generation and stuff because, when you're a baby, you're not going to know as much as the ones that's older than you or your parents, understand? And it's up to you to figure it out or to you to ask or them to tell you. Now, yesterday, I have to say this for real. I went to the Daly's restaurant, the new one on Cottage Grove and 63rd in my city, Chicago. They had more business when they was across the street in the red and black building. It was small, but, it was what you call family-oriented, my family, my people, my color. But, of course, they try to finesse me out of that also, and they went across the street and, lying about when it was open and, you understand what I'm saying? And it's bigger, but it's in a neighborhood, hood and spot that they don't pick up the trash. The windows is dirty, but the food looked good. And I went up there yesterday and I wanted to go out this side door. I didn't want to go in out the side the door I came in. I wanted to go out another door. The guy, he kind of moved away. I kind of gave him a look and he moved away. But this one lady, about the size of Harriet Tubman, but didn't look like me. You understand what I'm saying? She had a red jacket on and she wasn't gonna let me out that door. She was standing guard. And, I went, she was like off to the side a little bit, and I got to the door and I unlocked it. You're not getting out, and she's holding the door, right? This lady about, my people, boy, I tell you, y'all people too, you understand what I'm saying? She about maybe about Harriet Tubman's size, about maybe 5 feet at the most, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 5'3", I don't know, And she's pulling the door so I can't get out. And I literally was trying to get out, right? But this lady had the strength, of a man at about, she had to be about 70-some years old. Now, I'll be 55. May 25th, 1967, I was born. This the year, 2022, so they say. You know what I'm saying? And that lady she was cock strong for real, but you got to remember, they gave me cancer and stuff, and I'm still going through some health issues. No excuse, right? You know what I'm saying? But she had her red jacket on like the devil. And the guy was like, try to be funny, let him out. You know what I'm saying? Because we was playing tug of war with the dough. But I'm trying to let you people know that our older people, they grew up in a generation where it was Jim Crow and all that, allegedly. You understand what I'm saying? Civil rights and a whole bunch of stuff. So they try harder to maintain and get older. My generation got a lot of that from them also. You understand what I'm saying? The strength. You understand what I'm saying? But this new generation got that mentality of, they supposed to get something for nothing. But they could have got it if they would have just stood up, but they didn't have enough common sense, I guess, to be their own person. See, I fought for everything that you understand what I'm saying, had, and whatever the case. And I came back for the older people, and I had the older people, my mother, Mary Lee Wright, and, Betty Jean Redmond, my foster mother in mind, and all the older people and stuff, because I remember, you understand what I'm saying? I wanted to remember my ancestors, but I figured after 1995, they didn't want to give me $2 million tax-free, and time had elapsed, just like now, since 2007, when I posted my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mack versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey. Somebody must have got an Oprah ear, like in the movie The Color Purple. Older people in the church was like, seeing God is trying to tell you something, trying to upstage me, So older people, they special, but, they just don't get it. So for my younger generation, you just have to, stick with your kind and stuff, because I really regret not moving forward, but they kept saying the fight is fixed. And I figured if the older people knew more than me, I would have to fight for my spot in my story, my history, whatever and stuff. But yeah, young people, you need to ride your bikes. You need to work out and stop smoking, drinking, and drugging, because they will knock your ass out, for real. I was on my bike one day, and I was trying to come from behind this white guy. He was in his, 70s and stuff, right? And he was walking real fast, and it was a little hill and shit, right? And I thought I could catch him on the bike. That mug was walking so fast, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't catch him. I ain't gonna lie. I almost caught him, but I couldn't catch him. And I was on the bike. So this is for the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper. Send me that article if you can. And if not, I'm not mad at you, old people or not. I took a picture of the lady. You understand what I'm saying? Because people like that impress me. Those are my real heroes and sheroes. The ones that's willing to stand up to the best. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. All this is to the right. Ain't nothing to the left. I got the number 1. I got the number 10. And I got the 13. You understand what I'm saying? I'm number 1. I was in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper, of course, at the age of 6 in 1973. I add this up. This is 10 and 13. That's 23 plus 1. That's 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. That's how I think. That's the white ball. White ball gonna always follow you and stuff. White people did Harriet Tubman, but did her dirty by not putting her, as a honorable mention in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper. You know what I'm saying? But they used her influence to come up with the movie Harriet and get everybody all riled up and stuff. But they really don't care about you, because if they did, she would have became front page news. Rest in power, peace, and prosperity. Harriet Tubman and all the ones that motivated me to be as, outspoken and, for me to be able to go for mine. Real talk. On 35th Street, I had a hat. It said Harriet and Mary on it, and I wanted a mural on this white wall with Harriet and Mary on it. Somebody got the hat. The mural ain't there, but I'm still here. And with that, it's Ghetto News Reporter, man. Dash 20 Mary Lee. Peace.